So you're scared of the police in America? That makes two of us. I'm gonna be real. I'm not trying to have no interactions with police in America about anything ever. I don't. That's. I'm just. It is a healthy respect of their ability to inflict violence upon me for reasons that might be real or not. Let's say that. And if I can clean it up here just a little bit, I think that everyone should strive to live a life with as little police contact as possible because you're living a law abiding life that you don't need to have police involved in your life. You're living a law abiding life and your neighbors are living a law abiding life. So, you don't need to have the interaction there. That's the goal. As long as you or nobody around you is doing no foolishness, not breaking any laws, committing any crimes, you shouldn't need them around, right? I mean, they there put the hammer on folks doing things wrong. I don't want to be doing things wrong. And I don't want you to be doing things wrong. And I don't want him to be doing things wrong. So nobody's doing things wrong. Let me tell you a story about my first interaction with Norwegian police and the difference that it was. I had moved to Tromsø, Norway from Longyearbyen, Svalbard. And it was nighttime. I was going across the Tromsdalen Bridge, and a police officer, I was by the Shurka, and a cop had driven by. It's nighttime, right? A cop had driven by, and then he stopped, and he was gonna say something to me. He's hey, excuse me, or he said it in Norwegian, but then I was like, huh, and then he started speaking English because they can speak all the languages. They can speak so many languages. And I'm thinking this is PTSD. This is trauma. This is a trauma response as just being a Black American having to deal with things that happen in America. And I'm like, oh man, come on, man. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm just walking. I'm just trying to get home. Like, just, leave me alone. And I'm pretty sure he could see this on my face. And he said, excuse me, sir. It's nighttime, and it's very hard to see you. I was driving by and I realized, I couldn't see you very well because you don't have any reflectors on. And I'm like, reflectors? You know what I mean? It's these things here. He gave me, not this particular one, but he gave me one. It's a reflector, when the light hits it and everything. Hold on, let's check it out. You see, in the dark, it reflects and it lets you be seen. And then you don't get hit by cars. So it's a really good thing, especially you're living above the Arctic Circle. You need to have them. Nowadays, you see me out, I got the whole vest joint. I got them on each wrist, on my ankles. Like, I'm trying to be seen. You ain't about to hit me. I choose life. I'm trying to live, baby. I thought that was really cool because this was an officer of the law, a police officer that was trying to help me and did help me and wanted to help me. And that was his only concern, was helping me. And it's just, it's not, it's not something that happens a lot or often in the United States. And that's not to say that every cop is bad in the United States. There's millions of good cops, maybe thousands, hundreds of thousands. I don't know how many cops are in America, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of good cops in America. And they get overshadowed by the bad ones. And that's not right. I don't agree with that. I got a childhood friend, went to high school with. He was my high school quarterback in varsity football in Oregon. And he's a police officer, and he's one of the best people you could ever know. There are lots of great cops out there. It's just, you get the few bad apples, and then it makes the whole bunch seem like they're bad, and they're not. So it's just a trauma response, like I said, that I had. And it was just, whoa. That was one of the welcome to Norway moments where I was, oh man, these guys are out, just really just genuinely looking out for their citizens and trying to help people. And I thought that was really cool.